Hey everyone, it's your girl Locs by Lori. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. In this video, I will be showing you all how I install Instant Locs from start to finish. Now let's get started. Now, as you can see here, this is the client's loose, natural, beautiful crown, a beautiful fro. Now I know I said start to finish, which it technically is, but I did go ahead and skip the parting portion since it is your typical brick square pattern. What I'm showing you here is the needle I will be using. It is a triple needle. I use the triple needle because it does gather more hair, as I said in my first video on how to attach lock extensions, which makes it just more precise, and I guess it can make you move a little quicker depending on how experienced you are with this needle. It can speed the process up, or it can slow you down while trying to complete it. Now what you see here is me just placing the needle through the middle of the hair and twisting the hair with my thumb and my index finger back and forth to make sure I get that circular body that a true lock does have. So again, I'm just placing the needle in, twisting the hair, and pulling the needle out at an angle. You want to make sure you do it at an angle to ensure that you do not rip your client's hair out or cause any breakage, which you can do if you use this needle incorrectly. Now I'm just going back to the root just to make sure that all of the hair is literally intertwined and inside of that cylinder circular body that I am forming. I am just making sure that the lock is firm, not too firm of course, but firm enough to where it does not I guess loosen up or wash out when you wet or wash your hair. So if you need to go over it multiple times, go ahead and do that just to ensure that, you know, this service isn't a total waste for the client. Now again, I just grab the hair. You start from the root, you place the needle in the middle of the hair, and then you pull the needle out at an angle. You want to make sure you are squeezing your thumb onto the lock a little bit, not enough to squish it, but enough to make sure that it is becoming firmer every time you put that needle in that lock and remove it. Now I know getting instant locks or lock extensions is considered cheating in the lock community sometimes, and I know it can be a very taboo topic, but I just, you know, believe that if someone wants to do something that makes them happy, then we should let them, as long as it isn't, you know, causing harm to anyone else, which means that if someone wants to you know, get lock extensions or get instant locks and not, you know, go through those starter stages like the starter coils, the starter 2-strand twist, or the starter braids, you know, if skipping those few months to a year makes them, you know, feel comfortable in getting locks, then I just say, why not? Who am I to judge? You know, I never know what's going on with that person, how comfortable they may feel, what, you know, insecurities or self-esteem issues they may or may not have, or if they just simply don't feel like going through those stages and honestly just want to have locks. It can be as simple as that, and it doesn't have to be as deep as not wanting to go through the quote-unquote ugly stages. And here is what they look like so far. Beautiful little lock babies. And I just wanted to show you all one more installation of the instant locks at a different angle. I just wanted you guys to get a closer look of how I rotate the hair back and forth, how I place the needle in the hair, and how I hold the needle and take it out at an angle. Now I did want to just give a little disclaimer about what I have on, okay? This was maybe my 4th instant locks that week, so I was just extremely tired. I always go back and forth between instant locks and lock extensions, so at this point I just wanted to, you know, get in, complete the service, and get out. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but I do have a little bit of tape on my index finger. I do that because if I am working and I start to become a little exhausted, the needle does start to slip. So I put that tape on my finger so that it does protect my fingers from, being cut or sliced by the crochet needle. Because once I cut my finger, I'm always just like, okay, I have had enough. I have to stop. And of course, that isn't fair to the client. So I have to take the, correct precautions to not, cutting myself. Now, as you see here, I did go ahead and slow it down to show you how I take it out at an angle. I place it in, twirl it with my thumb and my index finger, the side of my index finger, and I pull the needle out at an angle. So you place it in and you take it out. And of course, there are many different methods to install Instant Locs. This is just the method I use and feel most comfortable with. As you can see here, I am done installing the Instant Locs and we are getting ready to retwist. I did just want to let you guys know the order in which I do this service. So I wash the hair, I part. If the client's hair is still a little wet after parting, I will sit them under the dryer until their hair is dry, and then I will begin the crocheting or the Instant Loc installation. I find that it is more effective to crochet or Instant Loc their hair while it is dry, and I do believe it's safest because the needle may or may not slip when the client's hair is wet. And now I'm just going to stick the client under the dryer. I only used water and oil to retwist. I only use water and oil to retwist. I believe that, heavy gels or any gel or heavy products isn't really needed for a clean retwist look. And it can also cause buildup. So I will only use gel if requested by my client, but if not, then I will only use water and oil as it is the most moisturizing. And if you are experiencing breakage, I would suggest to opt out of using gel as it can dry your hair out and cause more breakage. So I did place the client under the dryer and I did take them out. What you see here is just me removing the clips. I'm sure you can't see it, but I was very anxious. I'm always anxious when I take out the clips because I'm always just so excited to see what the finished product looks like. The retwisting is the most exciting part for me because I know that it's about to, come together and the client is about to see what they really and truly look like with locks now. All right, and now the clips are all out and this is what the client's retwist is looking like, looking really fresh with the crisp parts. Here is the very, very finished product and style. She wanted a half up, half down updo, so that is what I gave her. She was extremely happy with this turnout. I am extremely happy with this turnout. Instant Locs can be so beautiful when done right. You can't even tell. Again, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support. I really do hope you guys found this video both intriguing and informative. Feel free to follow me on social media at locsby_Lori. And if you would like to see more content, please subscribe. All right, now y'all, bye.